Madden26 season has arrived. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 1. Lots to get to. We start in the Pacific Northwest. The Seahawks at home to take on the 49ers. And here is the six-time Pro Bowler, George Kittle. They'll get it out to him left side, and then he'll take it the rest of the way. 74 yards to the end zone. From there, it's off the SoFi Stadium. We're looking on the Rams as they host the Houston Texans. And it's Puka Nacua. A deep shot downfield, and he's right there to look it in, and they're not gonna get him. And when it's all said and done, that's an 80-yard catch and run for the touchdown. The Rams wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. One more to tell you about. It was the Chiefs and the Chargers, the Friday game down in Brazil. And it's a guy who finished with 23 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions last year, Justin Herbert. He had 2 rushing touchdowns on the night. This is one of them here. The Chargers begin Jim Harbaugh year 2 with a Week 1 victory. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
Yeah.
Not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three River Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Visitor sideline, Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. On the other side, Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys also fell in their opener a week ago, so we got a couple of teams here desperately trying to avoid that 0-2 start. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second and 10. Now Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Warren will try the right side. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Throwing is Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 22 carries, 135 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Here's 3rd and 6. Now it's Darnold. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
The Seahawks had 0-1 of the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 3rd and 4 now. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
That's good for us Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Handoff for Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he finds Austin complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. On play action, Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are once again back in front. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, pulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Darnold. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
7-yard gain. That's good for the Steelers. 1st down.
On the give, it's Warren. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At their 48-yard
To throw is Rodgers.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run it. Warren. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Steelers, 1st down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Seahawks set up.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there. But it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. And this one's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. But now it's 3rd down. Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, it's Walker. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Over the middle, he finds Arroyo. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Seahawks 1st down.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And he'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. Myers' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. They'll get the hook up there to Woods. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he is caught. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That'll be caught left side by Woods. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2.
Here's Warren. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And in the end, the Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Working to put a drive together. Back to throw, Darnold. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Now Darnold. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Here's Kent to return. Calling a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Rodgers going to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
26 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
15 yards. That's another Steelers.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Woods. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The tight end in motion right. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. 3rd down and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. Able to throw the open man. That's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our tour around the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And this is Christian Watson. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Packers even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins as they play host to the New England Patriots. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. And this is a touchdown. The Pats, looking for a 2-0 start, they lead at the half. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. And it's Baltimore's all-time leading touchdown scorer, Mark Andrews. He's only had 2 catches in the first half, but he made both of them pay off. Touchdown, touchdown. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Darnold now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Warren. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
319.
Now it's Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
To throw is Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And taken at the 46. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
At the Seahawks 44-yard line.
Now a run and 1. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
For the field goal, a 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1. And I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
Here's Darnold. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On the counter, it's Walker. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. The Steelers' 16-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Looking to put a drive together. Let's start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On the run, it's Warren. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up and a yard.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 26.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warren. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's another Steelers first down.
Up the middle they go. Warren. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Rodgers pass. Complete to Jalen Warren.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 53 yards. And the Seahawks take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So that an unexpected, a very unexpected way to draw closer, but draw closer they do on the blocked field goal return.
We always talk about needing that spark from the special teams when you're down on the scoreboard. They gave them one there, and now the special teams understand they are important.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And they'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got his man. It's Warren. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Now 3rd and 5.
Now Rodgers. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards, the final tally.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Darnold. Over the middle, he finds Arroyo. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
17 yards. First down, Seattle.
Throwing again is Darnold. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw, Darnold. And he's got it. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Steelers' 3-yard line.
This is Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Seahawks 24.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Nifty move. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. He finds his man. Complete. That's 1. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Warren. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring it down the sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And Woods has it complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
The Seahawks offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And the Seahawks first down.
Here's Darnold. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Now Darnold. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Darnold to throw again. And that is incomplete. Broken up that time by Joey Porter Jr. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete. It's a turnover on John.
On first down. 1. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Rodgers. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warren. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
319.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
319.
Rodgers looking to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Rodgers to throw. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Boswell on for the field goal.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Steelers, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you.